Well, I've had a request to paint up the Evolution of the Cybermen box set, but I'd actually already done that before I started doing these videos, but I can certainly run through how I painted them. These were quite a simple set to paint. I think I did them all in about one day. Basically, I just undercoated them all with grey primer and then a coat of Poundland aluminium spray, which is quite, although it's horribly cheap, it's quite nice. It does give a nice base coat, but then I did go over it with a sort of gunmetal colour that I have. Let me see if I can find it and I'll show you the tub. There it is, right in front of me. Lead Belcher, I think it's pronounced, and it's a citral colour, and that painted over really nicely, so you can see like on the suits here, and it's not too shiny, not too bright. It seemed to look okay. So if we go through them in turn, so this is the original Mondasian Cyberman from the 10th planet, and this one was a bit different in that I actually did him in greys. You can still see some of the original silver on these parts, because he just didn't look right silver, so he's basically just variations on shades of grey. And then I used the ever so useful flesh tone flesh wash that I have here, just there. Sorry, my desk's a bit of a mess again. So Reichland Flesh Shade, and I used that on all of these, and it just brilliantly picks out all the details. Then we move to the Tomb of the Cybermen, and again grey rather than silver, but you can see the silver on his helmet and boots. And then you move to the Wheel in Space Cyberman, and this is where I started using the actual gunmetal, so you can see gives him a bit of a metallic sheen, and again brighter silver for the helmet. Detail again picked out in the flesh tones, and then also some very thin black in there. I notice I still got to paint his, I've not finished his chest unit now. Then we move on to the Invasion Cyberman. Start and get to what I consider the classic look of the Cybermen. And again, just various shades of silver in that one. And my all-time favourite Cyberman, which is the Revenge of the Cyberman Hands on Hip Cyberman. And again, I was going to do him as a Cyber Leader, but for some reason I've not painted his helmet. I really like that design. Chunky Cyberman, good story. Then we go into the 1980s with the Earthshock Cyberman, and starting to get more of the shinier silver on these ones than the dull gunmetal. Then we've got what I think is quite a horrible design of Cyberman, and this is from Silver Nemesis, and I just think they look tacky and just not very good. And then we move into the new series, Cyberman, and then you also got a one with a gun, but basically the same Cyberman on both of them. And then finally we've got the sort of almost reptilian looking Cyberman. They call it a War Cyberman from 2013. But altogether this makes up into a lovely little set, and it was great fun to paint these, even though they did get a little bit repetitive after a while. But if you're looking for a set to start on, this is probably a really good one, because you can't really go wrong on it. You end up with a nice little evolution of the Cybermen display piece. Well, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.